And an 8-play action off the jet motion and complete to Cooks. 3rd and 3. Got Cup. Gone. He's got it for a first down. Again, it is Cooper Kupp. 3rd and 2. Carr. Pressure up the middle. Steps forward. And there he goes down. Michael Brockers gets to him. Keep him off balance. Here's play action. On first down, Goff, little pitch and catch again, and Cooks gets loose. And just like that, the Rams are in position. Final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Goff with time. Score it, Kupp. Touchdown, Rams.
And then attacking.
Carr backed up. Picked off. How sloppy was that? Corey Littleton with the interception. Flag is down on the return, and Carr is going to be so upset with himself. 3 yards from Cook. Picked off. Marcus Peters strutting his stuff.
Welcome to a new Clash of the Horns, and what a good victory it was on Monday Night Football. Everybody saw it. You know, I don't want to make a long, lengthy video about it because the Rams, were victorious. They did play exactly how I thought they would play. In the beginning, you know, they were a little slow, and by the end of the game, the Rams were just dominating on all cylinders. And, the defense was playing lights out in the second half. The Rams offense was basically just doing what they wanted to do against that Raiders defense. And they ended up getting into the end zone a couple of times and scoring a bunch of field goals with Greg Zuerlein. So they had a really good game. And coming into this game, I thought it was going to be the Rams, basically the defensive line versus offensive line, and the new linebacker core was getting exposed in the first half. And the second half, they had like this type of zone coverage that really helped them out rather than doing like a man-to-man, because that's what Jared Cook was basically doing, is just beating his guy, which is Corey Littleton, in the first half. And then once they're doing this whole zone thing, and I noticed they brought in Marquis Christian, so maybe he helped out a little bit in coverage. After that, it was a wrap. All the Raiders receivers, I think none of them even reached like 20 yards. The number one guy was Jared Cook, but all that matters is the scoreboard. And basically, Wade Phillips did his job, made his adjustments, and the Rams won that game fairly well. We scored a bunch of really good touchdowns, one to Cooper Kupp, one to Todd Gurley on a beautiful play, and then the offensive line was playing lights out that game. Really impressed what I saw from Austin Blythe. Basically the whole offensive line was giving credit on Pro Football Focus, possibly one of the top 5 highest rated offensive lines. You had the guards highly rated, and then both tackles as well, with Rob Havenstein and Andrew Whitworth as well. And Andrew Whitworth has really shown to be one of the best free agent signings for the Rams in a long time. Probably the most important free agent signing was Andrew Whitworth to solidify that offensive line. And all I saw was complete domination all night from that Rams offensive line. Just pancaking the hell out of that Raiders defense. But in the end, the Rams got a victory, and that's all that matters. So now we go into week 2. Took off all the rust. We're playing lights out football, and now we have the struggling Arizona Cardinals with Sam Bradford. And my first opinion about Sam Bradford coming into the Cardinals was it was a waste of money. And the reason why I say that was because Sam Bradford is going to be making roughly $20 million. Their offensive line is pretty weak. It's pretty bad, especially last season. That's why the Rams were all over the place. We ended up retiring Carson Palmer on a hit, and we just went wild on that offensive line. And that was without Ndamukong Suh. You got to remember that. Without Ndamukong Suh, and I don't know how they're going to stop the Rams defense from getting after Sam Bradford. And we already know Sam Bradford's injury woes in the past. He's been injured like countless times. He's the biggest fraud quarterback in the NFL. He's robbed the Rams, he's robbed the Eagles, the Vikings, and now he's about to rob the Arizona Cardinals. And what they should have done with that Sam Bradford money was get pieces, quality pieces on that offensive line, help out Josh Rosen, who I think isn't a bad QB. I think he'll be fairly good in the future once they get that offensive line settled and they give him something to work with. You know, Larry Fitzgerald is still pretty good. They got Christian Kirk, who didn't have a good game against the Redskins because they shut that shit down last week. The Redskins did. And David Johnson, I mean, he ran somewhat, but it really didn't do much against that Redskins defense. And that Redskins defense is sneaky good when they're healthy. But I think they should have got quality pieces on the offensive line, got the best players they could basically, and do what the Rams did, just fix their weaknesses, which was their offensive line, and they could help out Josh Rosen, but they didn't do that. They overpaid for Sam Bradford, and I mean, when a guy like Sam Bradford is making as much money as he is, $20 million, just for a QB spot, and he didn't even score a touchdown, I mean, that dude is trash. And in my opinion, the Rams are either going to pick him up 4 times. Bold prediction, the Rams will probably pick him up 4 times. Maybe create a turnover, like, let's say this, 4 turnovers, whether it's interceptions, or it could be forced fumbles, strip sacks, whatever. But we're going to get 4 of those against Sam Bradford. If they're smart, they'll put Josh Rosen, because I think Josh Rosen has a competitive edge to, like every other rookie. They got this chip on their shoulder. They want to go out and play well. And Sam Bradford is just a dude scared in the pocket. Reminds me of Derek Carr after that Aaron Donald hit. He just wasn't the same guy when Aaron Donald hit him fairly low because of he was going down anyways, trying to get after the quarterback, and they did get him for roughing the pass, and then end up finding Aaron Donald. But that's what Josh Rosen is. He's a young buck. He's out there wanting to make some noise. He wants to really impress the NFL for choosing him kind of last out of all the quarterbacks, next to Lamar Jackson. But I mean, Lamar is Lamar. But I think they messed up, because what they should have done was just get offensive linemen. But Josh Rosen would have been, in my opinion, better than Sam Bradford, because Sam is going to be scared in the pocket. He's going to just look down at his guy. It's basically just a day job. If you look at the way that Sam Bradford plays, he doesn't play with passion. He's just trying to get out of there alive and go into the next week without getting hurt. So I think the Rams will dominate against the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, I like the new coach, don't get me wrong. I even told some of the Arizona Cardinals fans, hey, if I choose anybody in division to come out in second place, it's the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm rooting for them to do that. But obviously I still want the Rams to win the first place in the division, and I want us to dominate every single NFC West opponent. Other than that, good luck to the Arizona Cardinals, because the Niners, they annoy me, and obviously the Seahawks, you know, they annoy me as well. So it would be nice for them to get second. You know, 8-8 and get in second place would be key for another rival in the division. But their defense, they got good pieces on there. I mean, they got defensive line, some linebackers. I mean, they got rid of Matthew. He ended up going to the Texans. They still got Peterson. So I think the Rams can still fairly have a good game against that defense. I'm not really scared of what they got, because I think the Rams are just so good offensively, and they got the offensive mind that is Sean McVay. They got quarterback Jared Goff, who I think might be an MVP candidate this year. If they go all the way to the NFC Championship game or to the Super Bowl, for sure he will be winning MVP. And I think he can put up like 4,000 yards this year and 35 plus TDs. I mean, it's in his second year of his of the Sean McVay era. And he did a really good job the first year, and then now he's got better pieces. I do think that Brandon Cooks is an upgrade to Sammy Watkins, and then obviously you got Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp, Todd Gurley, the Offensive Player of the Year, who is spectacular and going to be spectacular in his second year with Sean McVay. But some things do worry me. It's a tight end position. We haven't seen much from the tight ends other than good blocking from Tyler Higbee. And you want to see a deep threat. Gerald Everett is with the Rams, man. We didn't see much from them in the first game because we didn't have to. The wide receivers did all the good job. Really good blocking from the offensive line in week 1. And we ran the rock efficiently, play action pass. I mean, Jared Goff is a play action king. And we did basically what we came to do, and that is win games. And that's what we need to do in the home opener, man. I heard that Jack Youngblood will be there, and so will Jackie Slater, Eric Dickerson, all the Rams greats will be there to light the torch. And I will be at this stadium. I will be having a video for you guys and hope you guys liked the video. It'll be a lengthy video showing the Coliseum, showing the atmosphere at the home opener, and it's going to be a good game. Hopefully get some good footage at the game, and I got some pretty decent seats. I mean, you guys, if you guys are interested, you guys can still go to the game. I mean, I've seen tickets for like 32 bucks in the nosebleeds, and you guys spend like maybe 80 bucks to 100. You guys can get some good end zone seats or some quality seats in the middle of the stadium. So, I mean, just to give you guys a heads up, it's going to be a good game, and it's going to be an awesome Rams team versus, I would say, 8-8, you know, Arizona Cardinals team. So we should be doing very good. I think my prediction for the Rams this season is 12-4, 13-3, unless they end up sitting their starters against the 49ers again in week 17. So it's going to be a good week this week, man. Sorry, you guys, if I was late with the video, but just to let you know, the Rams do mean business. I would not be surprised if this defensive line, which is the tenacious threesome, Aaron Donald and Dominican Sue, Michael Brockers, my boy, got 1 sack last week. I would not be surprised if they all get at least 2 sacks and multiple tackles for loss against this offensive line. Because honestly, on paper, this offensive line is bad, man. I mean, it's Rams 2016 bad offensive line. That's how bad this offensive line is. So we got to exploit that weakness. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully we do win, and I do predict. I mean, I think the last game I said 34-21, and I think the scoreboard was like 33-13. I do predict the Rams will win 42-6. It's gonna remind me like the Indianapolis Colts home opener when they went to the Rams last year. It's gonna remind me of the same thing. I think the Rams win 42-6. I think the Rams will do good, and I will be there at that game, and the Rams will be victorious. 42-6. Go Rams.
3 yards from Cook. Picked off. Marcus Peters strutting his stump and backsplashing in. Pick 6 Rams.
This guy's an instinctive ball player. Nobody's got more interceptions than him over the course of the last 3 years, and that's why they brought him here. We talked about Cook. One of the guys we haven't said much tonight was Amari Cooper, because Peters was on him so much, but he sees it. He's chasing it across there. He's just his instinct. When the ball's in the air, he goes for it. He's not just trying to pass deflect it. I mean, he wants interceptions. Les Snead talked about they wanted to get lockdown corners, and we're seeing it tonight with what we have in Toledo.